Hey everyone, it's Rob with Rob Finds Treasure, and we've got a $1,000 currency search to do today. That's right, everyone. We've got $1,000 in currency to search. I've got 5 federal straps of $1 bills, each with 100 bills in every strap. What's nice about this is as I was there asking for ones, they brought out a $1,000 complete bundle of 10 $100 Federal Reserve straps. So instead of taking them out and recounting them and putting them in their own straps, they left them as they were. And on top of that, I ended up getting another 505s. So as always, we're going to start with the $5 bills first, 100 of them, looking for star notes and fancy serial numbers. And if I find anything worth mentioning or anything that are close calls, I'll give you a little more information. But as you always know, during the video, if I find any star notes at the end, I'll be sure to wrap them up and give you the print run and rarities of anything that I find with a star. That being said, let's kick off with these 5s. All right, guys, so out of the 100 5s, we got nothing. I will show you this note only because we have no finds. But sometimes a note like this with a serial number like this can be collectible. This one is not, but I wanted to just take a second to show you why it could have been. Sometimes you have a ladder with repeater numbers or you have 2 of the same numbers. Had this been 3 3, like that 3 would have been down here, 3 3 4 5 5 6, or 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 6, it would have been a ladder with repeating numbers. It does have 3 4 6 5 3 4 4 5. It was close, but I wanted to show you that you got to keep a lookout for if the numbers continually climb up, even if there's only 1, 2, or 3 numbers in a row. Sometimes those are collectible. This one's not. It's going back. So out of the 100 $5 bills, we had nothing special, no star notes, no nothing. We still have 5 Federal Reserve stacks, and you can see I was pretty excited when I got the stacks. We do have a star note as the top of one of the stacks, so that's cool. We'll save that one for last, put these aside, and we'll start off with this first strap of Federal Reserve $1 notes. All right, guys, first Federal Reserve strap is down, and I'll tell you, there's a reason why I like Federal Reserve straps the best. It's because these are from the Federal Reserve, and they're not teller strapped stacks of 100. The ones with the blue that say 100 on them are usually teller straps, and what that means is they count their money. When they get too much in the drawer, they strap them into 100, or if a customer makes a deposit, they run through them, strap them up. And 9 times out of 10, it feels like if you're at a bank where the teller just understands fancy serial numbers and star notes, they pull those kinds of things out. When you get them from the Federal Reserve, you tend to get more fines because they're not searched by a teller per se. That being said, as stays true to my theory here, we end up with 3 star notes in the first Federal Reserve strap, which is better than average. Normally you want 1 star note per 100, or in one strap you would like to get 1 on average. So 3 is off to a banging start. Again, we'll check the rarity and print runs of all the star notes that we find at the end of the video. We did get a couple of trinaries. The first one, a trinary, is made up of only 3 different numbers in the serial number. It's a 0, 1, and 7 in the first. It's not a bad one. It's almost a birthday note, October 11th, but then year 7070. So that's not going to make it. But as far as being very valuable, this trinary is really crinkled up, and it's not that fancy. It's got a 1, 4, and 7, but I don't really like the layout of either of these, to tell you the truth, because what you want in a trinary, if you're going to collect them, is no more than 1 number of the third number. And this has 2 7s, 3 0s, and 3 1s, so it's pretty spaced out. This one only has a 1, but I don't really like the way that it's positioned. Had the 1 been in front or right in the middle, I might have liked it better. And mainly because it's crinkled. It is a nicer trinary than this one, but the fact that it's in terrible condition, it's not worth anything. So I was putting these 2 trinaries back like I always do, if they're not that great. And then finally, we've got a birthday note here, but I won't be keeping it because it's a little bit past what's considered a regular birthday note. This is 05/10/1904, so May 10th, 1904. So the person who you celebrate this would have to be 114 years old, which is pretty much not going to happen. And on top of that, unless it's a historical date, and in 1904 not much was going on, sure, I can find something to tie it to and try to sell it as that, but look at the condition. It's terrible. So it's going back as well, but we did find 3 star notes, so we're off to a good start. And now we're going on to strap number 2. All right, we finished hunting strap 2, and as if to remind me that it is in control, because I talked about star notes and Federal Reserve straps, we got none in that one. But we still have 3 for the first 2 straps, so we're doing better than average. I pulled out this note because it's a 1993 and series 88A, 93, and 95. You always want to look for the web note. The web note has the plate number after "In God We Trust" versus down here. This is not a web note. It's not collectible, but I still collect all 95 notes and earlier, so I'll be keeping it for my collection, especially in the $1 bills, since they're not, you're not tying up a lot of money. I pulled this one out. I won't be keeping it because of the condition, but it is a form of a broken ladder. A broken ladder typically has all of the numbers in a row with something in the middle separating it. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 6, 7. Or something similar where it has all the numbers in a row besides another number breaking it up. Another way to look at a broken ladder is it has all the numbers but not in a row. Like for this example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the serial number is made up of 8 numbers. They're all 8 numbers are there besides the 9 or the 0, but you could start at 0 and end at 7. You could start at 1 and end at 8. You could start at 2 and end at 9, things like that. Bottom line is, I'm not keeping it because it's not that collectible, especially in this condition. And I just wanted to point it out for your guys' sake, but I will be holding on to the 93. All right, let's move on to stack 3 and see if we get some more star notes. Finish hunting strap 3. We did get another star note to add to the star notes to check their print runs and rarities. We also got another trinary. I won't be keeping it because of the condition, and honestly, it's not that great. 2 2s, 2 3s, and 4 7s, which is nice. Too bad they're not together. Had it been 3 3, 7 7, 7 7, 2 2, I would have liked it because then it would have been a trinary and a quad double. But it's not, so put it there. Move on to strap 4, which is this one, because we're saving the star note strap for last. Strap 4 is hunted, and I don't want to talk about it. No fines. On to strap 5. All right, guys, 5th strap 100. We got a couple of star notes to add to the star note check-in. We'll have to see what we got there. And nothing else. So really, out of 5 straps of 1s, we only got 1 bill pre-1995. It was a 1993, not a web note, and 6 star notes, which is better than the average, and that's about what you expect for Federal Reserve straps. I would have liked to see 7 or 8 after getting 3 in the first, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to go on to mycurrency.com and take a look at these star notes. I'll tell you, I'm pretty familiar with most of them. Anything from 2013 with a K or an L is going to be part of 3.2 million print runs, so I'm pretty sure those are all part of that. We do have an A and an E, and I don't see those as often, so I'm curious about those. I'll still check them all to make sure I don't miss anything, and we'll be right back and fill you in on what I found. All right, guys, as expected, all the Ks are part of 3.2 million print runs. This L is part of a 3.2 million print run. Had it been a low, we're talking 3 or 4 zeros in the front of the L or after the L, it would have been a really low print run, but it's not part of that. The E was close. Anything above 0329 would have been part of a lower print run, but it's also not. And then this A, there's only 2 print runs in the A series, both 3.2 million print runs. So nothing valuable there, nothing rare there. I still collect them. I'll be adding to my collection, of course. And but yeah, nothing really to write home about. So at the end of the day, not much in fines. Still a lot of fun. You never know we're going to score that next fancy serial number, that really rare star note, or if we can get real lucky, a silver certificate or 2. It's been a while since I've grabbed one, but I'm always looking for them. At the end of the day, you guys have been asking me to do more currency hunts, so we grabbed one this time. Kind of a small one for what I've been doing. We'll be grabbing some 5s and 10s and 20s, maybe some 50s and 100s here in the future. But for now, I want to keep it small so that I can go ahead and now change this $1,000 once I replace these 7 bills in for 2 half-dollar boxes for my grocery store bank tomorrow. Hopefully you enjoyed the hunt with me. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting. And thanks for watching.